Here is exactly why you keep relapsing on your nofap streak, why you can't seem to make any progress. Maybe you get to day 3, then you end up going on a fapathon. You end up gooning all day long, wasting the whole day and making zero progress. I'm also going to tell you what to do instead, but why would you listen to me? I'm 19 and I've quit porn. Not many guys can say that, all right? I had a 6-year porn addiction from 13 to 19, gooning, wasting my life every single day like a complete loser. I knew I was a loser. I had anxiety. I had no confidence, and no one's going to speak to you like this online. But if you watch porn, you're a loser. Simple as. Men went to war 100 years ago, knowing they were going to die for their family. And now we've got fighting age males addicted to porn. It's disgusting and not acceptable. And it's with this attitude and someone talking to you like this is going to be the reason why the pussies have clicked off and the people who actually want to make a change are still watching, all right? So if you want to make a change, quit porn, gain your confidence back, gain your masculinity back, start attracting girls and doing whatever you want with your life and breaking free from porn, then you're going to keep listening and you're going to learn. So why do you keep relapsing on nofap? Like I said, I used to get to day 3 maybe, then I'd get no motivation, the urge would come, and I'd end up jacking off 5 times that same day. Nofap didn't help my addiction, it made it worse. Everyone tells you to get onto nofap if you want to quit porn, quit cold turkey, and within 2 weeks, you'll have quit porn. Well, this is why 95% of guys never quit porn, because they get on nofap and they end up failing, all right? Because past day 2 or 3, the motivation dies out and your brain realizes, oh shit, this porn addiction that I've had for years, maybe I can't quit in 2 weeks. Maybe I can't just instantly deprive myself of it, because if you've been watching porn every day like I used to, that you're on one end of the extreme. To quit cold turkey, get onto nofap and never watch it again, you're going on the complete other end of the extreme, and you can't go from one extreme to the other. Let me tell you this. Imagine a fat guy, all right? He's eating every single day, all day, getting fat. One day, if someone tells him, right, from tomorrow, you're just going to eat 3 salads a day for the rest of your life. He's gone from one extreme to the other. Is he going to stick to this salad diet? No, absolutely not. Maybe he'll get motivation for 1 or 2 days. Then on day 3, he's going to relapse. He's going to order the takeaway and get fat again. Feel shit about himself and never make progress. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Sounds like nofap. Sounds like the same thing that happens to every single one of us. So that's why nofap doesn't work. The motivation runs out eventually, and you can't quit cold turkey, an addiction you've had for years, all right? So stop looking for the quick fix. Stop looking for these videos, how to quit porn in 7 days. They're all garbage. They're all made to get views, but don't actually solve the problem, all right? I've actually gone through the struggles and I've quit porn, and here is what I did. I realized quitting cold turkey is retarded, so I created my own system. The first step of the system is called less fap. Less fap is simply where you fap less this month than you did last month, but we're not going to 0. So if you watch porn 20 times last month, I want you to watch porn 18 times this month, then 15 times next month, and keep going down like that. I'm literally telling you, you can watch porn on less fap. You can still watch porn, all right, and make progress at the same time. This is why it works so well. So you're still watching porn, so you're not going to be depressed, and you're making progress towards your goal of quitting, so you're going to stay motivated constantly. It's so easy to quit porn and just have an amazing life when you follow this system. It's so simple. Every single one of my customers that has used it has quit porn, and they're so happy, they're so confident now, because it's the one I used. It's the same one I used, and if it worked for me, it's going to work for you 100%. This is the first step, less fap. Just fap less than you did last month. What's the rush to get to 0? Because you can't keep that up, all right? So you can still watch porn, and it's going to take a few months for most people to quit. But remember, you're the one who's got yourself in this predicament with a porn addiction. Been watching it every single day for years potentially, and it is an addiction. If you tried to quit, you'd fail, all right? So just accept that. It's taken you years to get this addiction. It's going to take at least months to quit. If you take anyone else's advice, it's going to take years. If you take my advice, it's going to take just months to quit. That's it. So you're on less fap. Do this for 3 to 6 months. And for most guys, you're going to be at the point where you're watching porn maybe once a week, a few times a month, because you've gradually been reducing how much you've watched it, all right? You're going to get to the point where porn becomes boring. You're going to cringe at your past self for even thinking about watching it. You're going to think about the thousands of hours that you've spent wasted on porn. And you're just going to be like, what a loser I was. I'm so much better than I am now. My confidence is here. I've got all these benefits from quitting porn. I'm never going back. This is the point where your addiction's gone. Your addiction is down here. And you're fine now. You don't need to worry about porn. You don't need to think about your no-fap streak anymore because you've quit porn. Now, if you do want to get a no-fap streak, keep listening. But if you do want the full system that I've been talking about, that I've used and all my customers have used to quit porn and change their lives, it's the top link in the description. Plus, there's a free bonus section on how to speak and attract girls, because that's the main reason we try and quit porn. Let's be honest, we don't want to be gooning to a screen all day. We want girls, all right? And quitting porn helps you do that. So there's a free section on how to do that. I should be selling that, of course, for thousands, but I'm not. It is less than $50. I just want to make it so as many guys as possible can get it and quit porn for good and stop living in shame and guilt and having a shit life because of porn. Don't let these people beat and control your life, all right? So if you do want to get a no-fap streak, you want to get onto LessFap, control the addiction, get it where you're not relying on porn anymore. Now you can go for the streak because you're no longer thinking and obsessing about porn all the time. Not being able to go to bed without gooning, all right? That's how I used to feel. But once you've controlled the addiction after a few months of LessFap, you can now go for your no-fap streak. 30, 60, 90 days, whatever. One big tip I'll tell you is don't think about the streak. The more you think about it, the more you think about no-fap and obsess about it, the more likely you're going to relapse. Because think about it. If you're constantly thinking about porn, no-fap, even if it is trying to quit, the more thoughts you get about porn, the more likelihood you're going to watch porn. Because that's all you're thinking about in your mind. So stop thinking about it. Get on with your life. Don't make no-fap your identity. Just work towards some goals in your life and you'll wake up one day with a no-fap streak of 100. I've not watched porn in over 100 days because I have this attitude where I don't care. I'm not watching that shit and I just don't think about porn unless I make these videos for you. All right? So to get you from where I was to where I am now. But during the day, I don't think about porn. It's like, why would I? It's weird. If I thought about porn more, I'd get more porn urges and I'd be more likely to reset my no-fap streak. So stop obsessing and thinking about porn constantly. One more thing to bear in mind, when you reach this point where your addiction is under control, which you will reach using my advice, you're still going to get porn urges. Don't expect them to disappear completely. I still get them. I don't give in to them because I'm not a loser. But just bear in mind, you are still going to get urges and desires to watch porn because you are a healthy male with 2 balls, testosterone and a sex drive. So it's completely normal to get urges, so do not beat yourself up about them. Don't feel guilty or shameful about getting a porn urge. It's completely normal. Feel guilt and shame for jacking off, of course, but getting an urge to watch porn is completely normal. Something to bear in mind is this. Just because you get horny to watch porn does not mean you need to jack off. Your brain is going to convince you otherwise because your brain always wants that quick dopamine, the quick pleasure, but you don't need to jack off just because you get horny. The fat guy will bring him in again. If he gets hungry, does it mean he needs to eat? No, he's fat. You'll tell him if you were his trainer. It doesn't matter if you're hungry. You're not going to die. You're not going to starve. Just don't eat, right? The same with you. What's going to happen if you don't jack off when you're horny? Is your dick going to fall off? Are you going to die? No. You're going to move on. Within 10 minutes, the urge is gone. You're going to feel proud of yourself and you're going to make more progress to quitting porn and get ahead of 99% of your competition because they all jack off. Everyone your age is addicted and less than 1% of the population is watching videos like this trying to actually quit because they realize they've got an issue. So you're ahead of so many guys just by watching this. Implement the strategies I've told you about, quit porn, and you're going to be ahead of so many guys and it's going to benefit your life in every single way possible. Girls, money, motivation, gym, anything. Right? So respect for you to watching this video. If you've watched this far, you're clearly interested in this topic, so just take the risk. Top link in the description. Just change your life. Quit porn easily. You'll regret not buying it later. Learn from someone who's done it and learn how to get girls. The price will increase very soon on that system, so do it now. If this helped, subscribe. Thank you for watching.